Hello and welcome to HarryPod, where you learn English with the Harry Potter books. My name is Natalia and I am your teacher and host. And today we have part 2 of chapter 7, The Sorting Hat, again with this very special guest, Teacher Maddie.
Thank you, Nati.
Hey,
Hello.
hello, welcome again.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Oh, it's a pleasure receiving you. Professor McGonagall comes back and finally brings them to the Great Hall. And the Great Hall is the name in English for the.
Grande salão? I don't remember. It
Is
is?
I think is it Salão Principal?
Salão principal? Deixa eu ver. Let me see.
I'm not. Yeah, go check it.
I think it is. Yes, salão principal. It's the great hall with 4 tables.
With
That's it.
4 long tables. It just makes me hungry thinking about
Mm,
that. And they get there, and finally, Professor McGonagall explains what they need to do to be sorted into their houses. And it's not a test, it's not a jewel, it's nothing fancy. They just need to wear a hat. And the name of this hat in English is the sorting hat.
Chapéu seletor.
Oh, I love Chapéu Seletor. It's such a cool name, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I love it. I love it. And I thought we wouldn't I thought it was better if we didn't go in detail through the sorting ceremony because it's really long and there's nothing there that I thought was worth mentioning.
Yes.
But by the magic of editing, they're being sorted into their houses and it's finally food time.
Yummy. I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too. I mean, can you imagine you were traveling all day in the train? Then you need to wait for everyone to be sorted.
Oh my God. And you can
Start.
even eat something like
Yeah.
or maybe drink some water.
No, no, you are left there. I would be probably dead by the time the ceremony is done.
And I was going to be very bored and angry. I'm
Yeah, very
waiting. I want
angry.
to eat.
Yeah. Do you also get angry when you're hungry?
Yes.
Hangry?
Angry. That's me.
Yeah, I get super
Don't talk
hangry.
to me. Don't talk to me
Same.
because that person is not me. It's not the
No,
real me.
I am not responsible for the things I say and do when I am hangry.
Me too. That's why. No. Please.
Don't even look at me if I'm
No.
hungry,
Why
okay?
are you not look at me?
Yeah. And since we both love food so much, here is the time where we are going to talk about food.
I'm prepared.
And yeah, so am I. And I'm hungry. I'm probably going to have dinner after we finish.
Me too.
uh, they sit down, and then what Harry says is that the food magically appears on the table, which is amazing. I
Amazing.
wish my food would magically appear for me.
Oh, yes. Like an empty plate you put on the table and then, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Like cake, please. Ta-da! Magical cake. But I have a list of every food that is available in at their dinner,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna read them. Um, not, I don't think all of them have like a definite equivalent in Portuguese. But
Yes.
I will read the name in English and you can tell me what you think would be the Brazilian equivalent. In your
Good.
opinion, there's no right or wrong.
Uh-huh.
So, in the order that Harry describes it, we have roast beef.
Rosbife,
Yeah, exactly.
isn't it?
It is, yeah. Roast chicken.
Frango empanado,
Frango
grelhadinho,
assado.
assado.
Assado. They use, here in the UK, they use roast for anything that goes in the oven.
In the oven. Ah,
Yeah.
good.
and then they have pork chops. I think it's a sort of cut. It's pork meat,
Mm-hmm.
and it's probably one specific cut of the meat, but I'm not familiar with meat cuts.
Maybe.
And then we also have lamb chops.
Oh, lamb, cordeiro.
Yeah,
So it's like a carré de cordeiro,
I have
a
no
cut
idea.
of lamb.
Well, there is the thing as well. I don't eat meat. I'm a vegan, so I really don't know what these are. Yes, I used to eat meat a few years ago, but I just don't know. I just ate the
Mm.
meat. I had no idea what I was eating.
I like to eat meat sometimes, but I'm not that person like a T-Rex that eat all the meats. No, so
Yeah.
I'm not that encyclopedia about meat.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Probably if we call our dads here or like an uncle, the uncle who prepares the barbecue, they will probably
Yeah,
know.
they probably know.
Yeah. But we're not gonna call them here.
No, 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 no.
And then we have the sausages.
Oh my God, the sausages.
Yeah.
This so tricky because for me, it's not salsicha, it's not linguiça. What is sausage? It's so
Yeah.
familiar for you in UK, but here, sausage. What is?
Yeah. So I think when we think of Brazilian sausages, we think of the barbecue sausages,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like linguiça calabresa, linguiça de é,
Tostanas.
sei lá, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Linguiça de frango, I don't know if that exists. But
it
anyway,
exists.
okay. Yeah. So but you said it well. That's what we think about. Here in the UK, sausage is just any pork um, meat in that form of the sausage with a
Uh-huh.
like a casing and the meats in the middle. Traditionally, they are not seasoned. They don't have any,
Mm,
um, sal pimenta. Why am I speaking Portuguese? Salt, pepper, you know, whatever goes in a sausage. I don't know what goes in a sausage.
me neither.
Traditionally, they're very bland, no flavor.
Just
They-
that meat there.
yeah.
Mhm.
There are a few varieties that they call like the Italian sausage, which has a few herbs. There's like Spanish sausage, which is usually chorizo. But the traditional one has no seasoning. It's just bland, tastes of nothing.
And what is the sausage roll?
Okay, that is a very British snack. So think of a puff pastry, a flaky pastry,
Uh-huh.
like let me think, like similar to a kind of croissant
Okay,
pastry,
yes.
flaky, yeah,
Massa
with layers.
folhada.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And it's usually in this form, like a rectangle,
Uh-huh.
and there is a sausage in the middle, but it's not like it's like a mix of a hot dog sausage and a barbecue sausage.
Oh my
It's
God.
yeah, it's not the fat sausage that we would do in making a barbecue, but it's
Uh-huh.
not like a hot dog sausage, which is thin and bland.
Mm.
It's like a
And do
mix.
you think it's good? It's better than just the sausage?
So I don't eat it, but my husband likes it. He thinks it's like a nice snack.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we have kind of enroladinho de salsicha.
Yes, I thought about it.
Yeah, but it's the dough is different because it's not like a massa fofinha do nosso
Mm,
enroladinho. It's more of a massa folhada.
I know.
I
Good, good.
had I had vegan sausage roll, and vegan sausage is not good at all. So I can't give an opinion.
I- it's a cultural tip. If you like it, yes, enjoy it.
The most famous sausage roll here in the UK is from a chain cafe called Greg's. There's Greg's everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's a Greg's. And they have the most famous sausage roll.
So it's like you can find sausage roll everywhere.
Everywhere. Everywhere. You can find it in the supermarket as like mini snacks, or you can
Mm.
find it in packages, the big version ones. Any cafe you go to will have sausage rolls.
It's like our coxinha. You can
Yeah,
find anywhere.
yeah, it's perfect definition. But coxinha is really good.
Yes, it is.
Next food we have on the list is bacon and steak, and I think that's easy.
It's bacon.
Yeah,
Bacon.
bacon and steak is
Like bife, né?
beefy, I think. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And then boiled potatoes.
Boiled potatoes is like batata, but boiled. They were made in water,
Yeah,
like
it's
cozidas.
just cozida. Yeah, and here is another one of the marvelous, ironic mode on marvelous British cuisine foods: boiled potatoes. Just boil them.
Batata cozida.
Yeah, boring. The
Amazing.
next in the list is a what did I say? The next in the list, okay, I don't know, I got myself confused, is another variety of cooking potatoes. It's
Mm.
chips. And
Oh,
here we have a very British way of saying it. Um, what do you think is chips?
I think for me it's like, do you know Ruffles?
Yeah.
Those chips of potato. I don't know in Portuguese how can we say that.
Yeah,
I think
I don't know.
chips. It sometimes
Batata
yes,
chips. Batata chips. Yeah.
yes.
So, yes, that is correct in American English. Haha.
But in
But
British,
yeah, this is a big confusion between American and British English. Chips here is what in American English would be called French fries,
batata
batata
frita.
frita. Yes. And the Huffles potato style,
Hmm.
which in American English is chips, here is crisps.
Crisps. Oh my God, crisp for me is something really thin and small and tiny.
Yeah, it's what we call it here. So,
Fun.
Ruffles, Pringles. Here is crisps. In American English, it's chips, and in Brazil, I think we refer to it as chips as well. And then the French fries, that in American they say French fries or
Uh-huh.
just fries. Here is chips.
Fun. Amazing. Good to know. If you go some restaurant and you ask, and then later you can't complain about it because you
Yeah.
didn't say the right form.
The if you go to any restaurant and say you want fries, they will understand. It's just not the way they will use the
Uh-huh.
word. Also, because now it's so common to have Americanized food over here, some restaurants have two different types of
Uh,
fried potatoes. They have the chips, which is usually thick potatoes,
Uh-huh.
fried potatoes, and then they do chips, which is very thin, like McDonald's style. And then they call it fries.
Mm-hmm.
So chips is the thick ones, and fries is the McDonald's style
Uh-huh.
ones. So
Amazing.
yeah, nice to know.
Really nice to know.
Now, this one is very deceiving. I will say the name of this
Oh,
food, and unless you researched it, you may not know what it is, but that's the fun.
I like it. Let's go.
Okay. Yorkshire pudding.
Oh my God. I have a problem with pudding. I always
Okay.
remember Luna saying, pudding. And then I thought, delicious, that pudding. When I discover what is a pudding, I was, oh my God,
Yeah.
all this
So
time.
there's a there's two different things that pudding can be, to be honest. Yorkshire pudding is one thing. It's
Okay.
a food. For those watching on YouTube, I'm gonna put the picture of the Yorkshire pudding here. It's a type of bread,
Mm.
and it is in the shape of a little basket. You know those baskets we eat ice cream from?
Mhm. I know, I know it.
Similar to that, but it's
Uh-huh.
kind of a very light and fluffy bread,
Mm.
and they use it because it's shaped like a little basket. They put the mash potatoes and the vegetables like peas, carrots, etc. inside or to the side, and then
Uh-huh.
they fill it with gravy, which is like a molho madeira.
Oh, it's good.
I I don't like it, but everyone loves it. I just it's not that I don't like it. I just think it doesn't taste anything special.
Uh-huh.
So
Amazing. I would never think a pudding it's like this.
yeah, this is Yorkshire pudding.
Uh-huh.
It's what it's called, the little bread. Now, when you say here in England, here in the UK, when you refer to pudding in general,
Okay.
this is what you would know as dessert.
Any dessert.
Any dessert. It's not necessarily pudding.
Like a cake, maybe an ice cream.
Yes, yes.
Pudding.
Any type of dessert. And you can use pudding or you can use dessert. There is no specific way. What I've noticed is that older people say pudding.
Mm,
Like it's probably something that was used before, and now because it's getting more and more Americanized, more people use dessert instead.
uh-huh.
That's my impression.
Really nice because you can talk about the everyday life in UK.
Yeah, yeah, and these are things that I learned because I live here.
Very good. It's amazing to know those things.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Really
Yes.
interesting. Well, next we have more normal things in the
Okay.
list. We have peas.
Peas, ervilhas.
Yeah. We have carrots.
Ah, cenouras.
Yeah. Then the gravy we already said
O
is
molho
a
madeira,
molho
like a
madeira. Yeah, it's a kind of molho madeira. It's a little bit different, but I think it's similar enough.
mhm.
Then we have ketchup.
Ketchup, ketchup.
That's easy. And this one that I actually had to go and research because I had no idea what it could potentially be. And it says mint humbugs. Do you know what
Mm,
this is?
no, I can think about menta, something from hortelã.
Yeah, so it's very close, but I didn't know what it was, so I had to research it. And it's like balinha de
Uhum.
hortelã, aquelas balas durinhas,
Hum.
hard candy, um peppermint flavor. And I was surprised because I thought, why would this be at dinner? But then I read the sentence again, and Harry actually says this. For some reason, there were mint
Ah,
humbugs.
maybe Dumbledore likes it.
Could
That's
be.
why it's there.
I think that's totally possible. But going back to Harry Potter, they eat their dinner, and then dessert is served, which he calls pudding.
Pudding. That's why. So when he says pudding, it's dessert.
It's dessert, yes. And dessert is a little bit more normal
Uhum.
than the rest. And they have ice cream,
Ah, sorvete,
apple pies,
tortas de maçã.
and treacle tarts. This is one that I didn't know what it was.
I think that treacle remembers me caramelo.
Yeah, it is. It's a type of sweet syrup. So it's something like that. And we have chocolate eclairs.
Carolinas, bombas
Yeah,
de
I
chocolate.
yeah, that's it. And jam donuts.
São donuts. Donuts.
Yeah,
Jams like geleia.
yeah, yes, it is. And This one, if you're, I see you're a Friends fan, so you might know about this one. Trifle.
Trifle
Yeah.
is that thing that Rachel made. Really?
Yeah.
The part, the sweetie or the salty part?
So here is the joke from Friends that I only understood once I moved here.
uh.
In what the translation of trifle is like pavê,
Mm.
and there is a thing here in the UK called mince meat, which we would interpret as being carne moída, because it's
Ah.
literally what the translation is literally that.
Uh-huh.
But here in the UK, mince meat is a mixture of dried fruit in a very sweet kind of jammy texture,
Uh-huh.
which is what they use to make the traditional Christmas dessert, mince pies.
Mm.
And it
So it's
comes,
sweetie.
it's sweet. Yeah, it's not carne moída like
Uh-huh.
Rachel uses in her recipe. And they have strawberries.
Morangos.
Yes. And then Harry says there is jelly. And remember that I told you that in American English, jelly is geleia,
Uh-huh.
but in British, it's jam.
Yeah.
So jelly in British English is gelatina.
That
But
one that is cold and it
yeah,
moves.
yeah. And in American English, it's jello.
Jello.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
never heard this one.
it's jello. Last, he says they are having rice pudding.
Rice pudding. Ah, arroz doce.
Yeah,
Ah, now I know.
it's exactly like arroz doce. Yes, the
I
same
was
thing.
thinking. And wait, in Portuguese, I think I wrote here pudim de arroz. So it's not for us pudim. It's a dessert, so doce.
Yeah,
Arroz doce.
exactly, exactly, exactly. Do you like
Mm,
rice pudding?
yes, I love it.
I don't.
I no, I love it.
And actually, this is the end of the chapter because the chapter literally ends with Harry saying that he is very full of food. They
Mm.
go to the dormitory and he falls asleep.
The best sleep ever.
Best, best sleep after. Imagine he just met his best friend for life, although he doesn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
He just met two of his best friends for life.
Yes. Ron and
He,
Hermione.
yeah, he saw Hogwarts for the first time, and he had probably the best meal of his life.
And it's all magic. The food just appeared. There is a head that talks.
Right? Magic, magic everywhere. And that is the beauty of Harry Potter. Everything is magical. Every detail is magical, even the food.
Yes. Make us dazzled.
Yeah.
I like that word.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I really like it. And that is it. That is the end of the chapter. And this is the end of part 2 of chapter 7, The Sorting Hat. Thank you very much for being here with me again, Mari. It was a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you, Nat. It was a pleasure. I really had fun time with you. It was amazing. Thank you all for listening. I was so shy, but it was so
Oh,
good to talk to you about
yeah.
Harry Potter in English.
Yeah. Harry Potter is the probably the thing that is going to bring world peace.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, good. So we're on the same page.
Thank you again.
Thank you for joining us, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.